అన్నా ఆగు వెళ్ళి.
data, whatever I'm typing from keyboard, that is passed to RAM. From RAM, it is coming to monitor. That is called stream. Now, data traveled from one place to another place, source to destination. For that, if it transfer bytes, suppose if you transfer bytes, these bytes transferred, like this, it is transferred. Suppose if you transfer object, if you try to transfer, it is not done. It is valid. It is not done. So bytes if you transferred, source to destination. But object if you transfer, it will not work. Error comes. That is I was shown in core Java program also. Non-serializable exception. Not serializable exception. Exception also comes. Object if you try to write to a stream, error comes. But if you write bytes, valid. Then what we have to do this one? This object we have to convert into this type. That concept is called serialization. It is a process of converting an object into a series of bits. Okay. See, for example, it is just assume like a pipe. Assume like a pipe. It is assume like a water. Can we send water through pipe? Yes. It is assume like a pipe. It is assume like a ice. Can we send ice through pipe? like that. That is water, that is ice. Okay, this is water, you can transfer. That is ice, we cannot transfer. What we have to know, ice you have to convert into water. You can send. After receiving again water, you can make it as ice, like that. Here object, if you want to transfer, not possible. Object you have to convert into bits, you can transfer. Again after receiving that received bytes, you can convert into object, that type. Okay, bytes if you send, it will work, but object if you send, it doesn't work. For that, serialization required. Okay, and now these four operations we required that concept. If you want to write your object data into a file, suppose object means like this, suppose one object, employee number is there, name is there, salary is there, it's all row sets are serializable. But how to make object as a serializable? Here, class must implements java.io.serializable interface to make serializable objects. Note down. Class must implements java.io.serializable interface to make serializable object. Class must implements java.io.serializable interface to make serializable object. So that interface we have to implement, then that class becomes, that object becomes serializable object. Class must implements java.io.serializable interface to make serializable object. See, but this interface you studied already. Interface, what is interface? Interface you studied, no? What is interface? Collection of public static final variables and public abstract methods. But whenever you implement interface in a class, then what we have to do? Whenever interface is inserted in a class, then what we have to do? All methods must be overridden. But in this interface, methods are not there. See, you observe Java P, java.io.serializable. See, open brace, close brace. In between, nothing is there. But it is empty interface. So it is called marker interface. Java.io.serializable interface is called as marker interface, comma tag interface or empty interface, because no members in this interface. Java.io.serializable interface is called as marker interface, comma tag interface or empty interface, because no members in this interface. Java.io.serializable interface is called as marker interface, comma tag interface or empty interface, because no members in this interface. Because no members in this interface. So in this interface, variables are not there, methods also not there. No need to implement anything, No need to implement anything. But just you need to write implements java.io.serializable. Just you need to write implements java.io.serializable. That's it. Okay, implement java.io.serializable. If you write, it is nothing but serializable object. But suppose myself I'll create one empty interface. Will it work? Myself I'll create one empty interface, I'll implement in one class. Will it work? No. This interface functionality already present inside the JVM. That's what works. But if you create your own empty interface, no use. It doesn't work. Okay? This interface functionality already present. Okay? Suppose class employee. Now here, integer employee number, string, employee name, float, employee salary. Like this, some code I'll write. Now, after this, we'll create objects. After this, I'll create object. EMP equal to new EMP. I created object. Now, is this object serializable object? Is this object serializable object? No. This object, I want to make it as serializable object. What we have to do? Just here, implements serializable. Okay. You need to import the package. Then, now this object is serializable object. So what we are going to do? Just we are writing implement serializable. Then this object becomes serializable object. Like that, for result set not given, for row sets given. That's what row set. If you want to transfer in network, you can. Result set not possible. So suppose this is your memory. In this some objects are there. This object, like this, some objects. Now these objects I want to transfer, make it serializable. These objects I don't want to make it, I don't want to send. Then don't write. So that is concept in Java. Just implement serializable. If you write, this object becomes serializable. Then you can transfer a network. Like that, result set non-serializable, row set serializable. Result set if you want to transfer, not possible. Result set if row set if you want to transfer, possible. Got it? Example, note down. Example. Example. Now it is serializable object. Now it is serializable object. See, if you write implement serializable, then this object is called serializable object. If you write implement serializable, then only that object considered as serializable object. So result set is non-serializable. Row set is serializable. All row sets serializable. but that is predefined interfaces. We are not going to do anything. They are already defined like that. Okay. Is it clear about result set, row set? First difference. Second, connected, disconnected. Noted. Next heading, connected object. It means the object always being connected to database. It means the object always being connected to a database. Disconnected object. It means the object does not maintain the connection after generating. It means the object does not maintain the connection after generating. It means the object does not maintain the connection after generating. It means the object does not maintain the connection after generating. See, I'll explain. Is it all? This is your scene. This program you have seen, no? Here, whenever result set object is generated, result set pointer or cursor points to before first record. Here, okay. You will call next method. Control comes here. It is printed. Again, next method. Like this is printed. This is printed. Again, next method. Control comes here. It is printed. It is printed. After printing this one, just assume it is disconnected. This is disconnected. Assume. Will you get a data? No. Because it is connected object. Result set is connected object. But row set is disconnected object. Now, what will happen? After loading complete data loaded here, even connection closed, the data dumped here. That's what you will get it. It is nothing but online, offline. Tutorials will be there. Online, offline. But same feeling comes like online only. Offline tutorials will be there, some tutorials. If you download, if you click, hyperlinks will be there, buttons will be there, everything will be there. You can click. But without internet connection only, same like that only works. Like that. But suppose, example, Java API documentation. I'll open. See, Java API documentation. If I click here I'll click. This one I'll click. This one again I'll click here. Lang package. Again I'll click. It is next class also, interface also, whatever you want you can click here. Enter integer. Next page comes. Like this, if I click here, next page comes. Okay. If I click here, next page comes. Okay. Like this it's coming now. Now, once if it is internet is disconnected, will you get a next page? No. But this is totally you can download in your system. Without internet connection, same hyperlinks you can click. It is possible. Offline. This complete you can download into your system. But there also hyperlinks works. Without internet connection. It is already in your system only. Then connection is not required. Like that. Online tutorial, offline tutorials will be there. No, online tutorial like a connected, offline tutorial like a disconnected. Even if it is connection closed, still it works because already data in your system only. So if you use result set, what will happen? This result set not copied into your system. This object always communicate with table. This always it will maintain the connection to get the data while iterating. But if it is row set, total data dumped into your local system. Even if it is closed, nothing will happen. Data already copied in your RAM. That type. So connected object means this object always maintains the connection. Disconnected object means it doesn't maintain the connection, but total data copied into your RAM, memory occupied. For that one also advantage, this one also advantage. For example, now YouTube videos you are watching, are you downloading? No, you are not downloading, because every day daily 1 GB you are getting. Why downloading? Daily 1 GB, 2 GB your package, that pack you are recharging. So what you'll do? No need to download. Every time you'll watch directly connection only. But long back, before Jio, if you want to see one more time, what you'll do? Downloading. Because internet was very costly at the time. For 1 GB, 250 rupees also we paid before Jio. Okay? But now daily 1 GB coming. Daily 1 GB. But 4-5 years back, what has happened? For 1 GB purpose, 250 rupees also we paid. At the time, downloaded all. At the time, you'll think about memory. You'll think about internet money. But now you'll think about memory. Because daily 1 GB coming. Why downloading? Your mobile memory wasted, no? Like that. Online, offline. Here, connected, disconnected. Connected means connection always maintains. That is network traffic. Disconnected means it is better, but RAM occupies. Total data dumped into your local system. RAM is occupied. So, if you want to reduce the network traffic, row set use. If you want to save your RAM, result set use. Like that. But in row sets also, that's what, one row set they given connected. Remaining row set they given disconnected. If you want, so that means you can use for both row sets also. If you want to reduce the network traffic, use disconnected object. If you want to save the memory, RAM memory, then use connected object. Depends upon your requirement. Which is better means depends upon your requirement. Depends upon your requirement, it is better. Okay? Your requirement is to reduce the network traffic, go for disconnected object. If you want, your net application requirement is, if you want to save RAM memory, go for connected object. Like that you have to select. Connected, disconnected. If this object always maintains the connection, that is called connected. This object doesn't maintain the connection, that is called disconnected. But disconnected, how it works? Total data dumped in your local system. That is the difference. Is it clear? That is internal. I cannot show also. That is connected, disconnected, internal. Okay? Now, if any problem comes, you will see the effect. Otherwise, no effect. If problem comes, then we can see effect. Now, that is second difference. Third difference, Java Bean. Next heading, Java Bean. It is a reusable software component. Java Bean. It is a reusable software component. A Java class is said to be Java Bean if it is follows the following rules. A Java class is said to be Java Bean if it is follows the following rules. First one, class must be a public. Class must be public. Second one, class must implements java.io.serializable interface. Third one, class must be in a package. Fourth one, class must contains public default constructor. Fifth rule, all instance variables must be private. Here, instance variables are called properties. All properties must contain setter and getter methods. All setter, getter and methods. All setter and getter methods must be public. If any Java class, if it is followed these 7 rules, that class is called Java Bean. If any Java class that follows these 7 rules, that class is called Java Bean. What is the use? I'll explain. It is a reusable software component. A Java class is said to be Java Bean if it is follows the following rules. These 7 rules. Class must be public. Class must implement java.io.serializable interface. Class must be in a package. Class must contains public default constructor. All instance variables must be private. Instance variables are called properties. And all properties must contain setter and getter methods. All setter and getter methods must be public. Okay. These 7 rules, if it is follows, then that class is called Java Bean. Why these 7 rules? I'll explain. Actually, what is Java Bean? Reusable software component. Java Bean means reusable software component. That class, if you create like this, reusability comes. How? I'll show you. If you write a class like this, that class reusability comes. Now for example, in a core Java, one class is there, frame class. Actually, nowadays we stop to teach because that is outdated. AWT frame, swing frames, one class. If you create a frame, you'll get it like this, frame. One minimize button, one maximize button, one close button, left side one Java logo. This comes. This is called one frame. This is called one frame. Okay. It is frame. It is a graphical user interface. This class name is called frame. Class name is frame. That is in AWT package. That is we stop to teach because nowadays no one is using that one. Because instead of this one, HTML better. That's what HTML all are using. So it is a frame. Standalone application suitable, but Java made for internet. That's what HTML better. And instead of applet, HTML. Instead of this one, HTML controls only. Now, one frame. This frame is a one class. This frame is a one class. That frame class, these 7 rules followed. These 7 rules already followed. That's what that frame class we can call it as Java bean. Now, what is the benefit with this one? With these 7 rules you observe. Your same setter, getter, methods all will be there. Now, frame. What we'll do? You can write set size, get size, set size 300 pixels width, 300 pixels height. I'll write. Then I'll get a frame 300 pixels width, 300 pixels height. Suppose what you will do, you will create frame class object. You will set 400 pixels width, 500 pixels height. You will get it like that. One more person will type 600, 600. You'll get 600, 600. One frame only. For me 300 pixels appears. For you 400 pixels appears. One more person 600 pixels appears. One more person 900 pixels appears. Whatever they want possible. But frame class, one class only. Again, set background. I'll set red. Get background red. I'll set red. You will set green. One more person will set blue. But class is frame only. For me red color, for you green color, one more person blue color. Same class. Like set font color, get font color, set foreground, get foreground. Methods are there. Then font color. For me one color, for you one color, one more person, one more color. But one class only, different types visible. That facility they given with these rules. That is the reason it is possible. So what they did is, all variables they written private. Why private concept is, suppose set width 300 will write, 300 pixels comes. Set width 500 pixels will write, 500 pixels comes. But set width 1000 pixels will write, 1000 comes. Set width 10,000 will write. But actually monitor is not 10,000, no. Monitor pixels, that is settings are there, no. 1000 or 1300, 1400 something is there. So that is screen resolution if you observe. Screen resolution. Display settings. You can observe. See here, display settings. My monitor pixels. My monitor pixels. See what is there? 1360 pixels width is there. 768 height is there. Suppose set size 10,000 I'll pass. 10,000 if I pass, maximum 1360 is there. Then 10,000 if you pass, what will happen? By default 1360 will take. Because logic already written in setter method. What they written is more than maximum size. Maximum size. Less than minimum size. Minimum size. The logic already written. That's what, even by mistake if you enter more than maximum, less than minimum, nothing will happen. Logic already written in the setter method. That's what, you will not get more than that. So that is, if you see, you'll understand. You observe. See here, frame, F equal to new frame, one frame created. F dot set size, 400 pixels width, 400 pixels height. F dot set visible, true, then it will display. It is available in AWT package. Now, I written 400 pixels width, 400 pixels height. See, file, save. Compilation, execution. See, 400 pixels width, 400 pixels height displayed. Okay. Now what I'll do here, 800 pixels width, 600 pixels height. See, compilation, execution, 800, 600. But actually maximum how much is there? 1360. So I'll write 1360, 768. Okay, now full size it comes, full frame comes. Complete occupied now you observe 13,600, 7,680, but it is outside the monitor, not possible, no? That's what it will do. It will display same full size. See, still minimize, maximize, close appears. If it is full more than monitor size, it doesn't appears. It doesn't appear, no? It is appearing. So you are getting 1360 only. 13,600 if I write also, 1360 only coming. 768 actual, 7,068 if I write also, 768 only coming. More than maximum I entered, but it is not coming more than maximum. It is coming maximum size only. Suppose if I write negative number, actual negative number means it should not display, but it will display. Minimum it will display. Small size, very small. Minimum size. See, it is there frame. Here came left side, top left corner. See, actually this size came. So minimum size. So it is not negative number now actually. Something is there. I said 10 pixels or 0 pixels, 5 pixels will be there. Okay. So this is logic already written. Suppose set background red, get background, you'll get a red. Set foreground green, get foreground green. Set background ABC. ABC color is there? No. Then what will happen? Default color comes. Logic already present. So that is the reason what they did is they written private variables. So here all instance variable must be private, because width variable, if it is accessible, you will write 10,000 also. If it is not accessible, you cannot use. Variable can use? No. You have to use setter method. Then what will happen? Setter method already logic is there. It doesn't work. Setter method logic, according to logic works, no? In core Java class you have seen this concept is called encapsulation. It is 100% encapsulated. Encapsulation program you studied, no? That is only. Okay. See. So according to these rules, I'll write one class. You see. I given best example to understand. See. Suppose class employee. Okay, class employee. Now, first rule, class must be public. See, class must be public. I'll write. Here, I'll write public. Class must be public. Okay. Here, public class. Second rule, implements serializable. When you implement serializable, what you have to do? Import java.io.star. You have to write. Okay. After this, package. Class must be in a package. Here package, suppose package demo. Now package name, suppose other name I'll write test. Test is a package. Now test is a package. Here IO package. See, first one public class. Second one implement serializable. Third one must be in a package. Fourth one default constructor. Is it required to write? No. Default comes. By default comes. Private variable. So private variable. Suppose integer age. One age variable are written. Setter method, getter methods. See, according to rules, class must be public. That is first rule. Class must be public. Public class are written. Okay. Second rule. Class must implement java.io.serializable interface. Implemented. That's what this package. Third rule. Must be in a package. So it is in a package. Fourth rule. Default constructor required. It comes automatically. Fifth rule. Instance variable must be private. Private. Next, setter getter. How to write setter getter? Setter method return type void. Set age. Int age. Okay. Getter method int get age. Like this. All setter getter methods must be public. Now, public. Now you observe. Now this class is called JavaBean. This class is called JavaBean. How? Here you'll create object employee equal to new employee. You'll write. Now this is which type of variable? Instance variable or class variable or local variable? What is? Instance variable. Instance variable outside the method, inside a class. It is instance variable. How many ways to access? 2 ways. What are those? Object, object reference. Which class object required? Employee class required. I created. Now e.age equal to 20. Is it valid? This line is it valid or not valid? Why it is not valid? E.age equal to 20. Is this line valid or not valid? Valid or not valid? Why it is not valid? It is private. You cannot access from outside. Okay. Now it is not accessible. Okay. Now e.setAge. Suppose 25. I'll pass. Here 25 comes. Okay. Here this dot age equal to age. This age which type of variable? This age which type of variable? If instance variable, class, local variable names are same. How to access instance variable? That's what this keyword. Okay. Now here return age. If I write now 25, if I pass 25 stored. This 25 again copied here. Okay. Like this. But if I pass 250, any employee age 250 will be there? No. I want to write some logic. You can write here. What you can do, if age greater than 60, suppose 60, then age equal to this dot age equal to 60. Maximum age 60, suppose employee age. Okay. After this, else if age less than so greater than 60 means 60. Suppose less than 21. Okay. Then this dot age equal to 21. Something. Else this dot age equal to age. If this condition false, then comes here. Now here I pass it 250. 250 greater than 60. True. Then what will be stored? 60 stored. Suppose I'll pass minus 250. Minus 250 comes here. Minus 250 greater than 60. False. Minus 250 less than 21. True. Then 21 comes. Suppose I'll pass 25. 25 greater than 60. False. 25 less than 621. False. Then what will be stored? 25. Now my question is, without modifying single character in employee class, without modifying single character in employee class, can we store age 20 less than 21 greater than 60? Can we store without modifying single character in employee class? In a year, whatever you want, you can do demo class. Can we store without modifying single character in employee class? Okay, 1 minute. I'll decrease the font size. You can see. Complete code you can see now. Now, my question is, without modifying single character in employee class, without modifying single character in employee class, I want to store less than 21 or greater than 60 in an age variable. Possible or not possible? Without modifying single character in employee class, it is possible or not possible? Possible? If it is possible, how? If it is not possible, why? Otherwise, you'll select an answer. I know about that. One answer will select either possible or not possible. But if it is possible, how? Not possible, why? Only select means you will select an answer. Reason also. Without modifying single character in employee class. Assume employee class predefined class. Predefined classes you cannot change, no? Like that assume. Without modifying single character in employee class, I want to store less than 20 or greater than 60 in an age variable. Is it possible or not possible? If possible, how? If not possible, why? Okay, here possible, not possible asked. One person given override setAge method. If I override setAge method in a subclass, can we access this age variable? No, because that is private. That is wrong. Next. If you override setAge method in subclass, that age variable can be accessed in subclass setAge method? No, because private scope, within the class only you can access. That is public method you can override, but you cannot access age variable. Next. First, possible or not possible, select answer. Later reason. 1 minute. How many people answer possible? Just raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 members possible. In online, 13 members, 14, 15 members. 19 members possible. Okay. How many people answer not possible? So majority people no answer. Majority people no answer. It is core Java question or advanced Java question? Code Java question only no. It is not advanced Java. It is not advanced Java. It is core Java question. Complete code I am showing. Now my task, my question is, in this age variable I want to store 21 less than 21 or greater than 60. Possible or not possible asked. See, age variable scope is within the class. Within the class means in which class we can access? In employee class only we can access. Employee class only we can access. So this age variable outside the class you cannot access. But in an age variable, if you want to store the value, how to store? Through setAge method only we can store. Through setAge method only can store. But through setAge method, if you pass less than 21, if you pass greater than 60, what will happen? Here logic is there. Logic will not allow to store. Will it allow? No. Then how can we store? That's what? Not possible. Not possible is the answer. See, this age variable, private variable, can we access outside the employee class? No. Outside the employee class, private variable you cannot access. Not possible. Through setAge method or getAge method only you can access. What I said? Without modifying single character in employee class, I said. You should not touch there. If you want whatever you want, you can do here. But what you can do here, you can call two methods only. Can you access variable? No. If you access throw methods, already logic is there. No? The logic will not allow to store other way. Logic already is there. According to that logic only it is going to be stored. That's what? It is not possible to store. But why is logic written? This is only example. Frame class. Frame class. In a frame class, just now you have seen 400 pixels are written. Later 600, 800 are written. Later 13,600 are written. 13,600 what will happen? It is passed to one setter method, set size method. There already logic is there. Greater than 1360. 1360 only store. That's what 1360 coming. More than maximum size coming. Less than minimum size coming. But width variable, private. That's what we cannot access. How to access width? Through set size method. Through set size method, if you pass, what will happen? Already logic is there. So, like a set size method, I written logic here. setAge method. This is myself I written, that is predefined. Now, this setAge method will not allow to store less than 21. Minimum employee age 21. Maximum employee age 60. Like that, I restricted. So, understanding that logic, one I written same style. Now, less than 21 if you enter, 21 stored. Greater than 60 if you enter, 60 stored. In between if you enter, whatever you enter, that is stored. But if you want to store in this variable, suppose less than 21, not possible to store because this is a private variable. You cannot access outside. How to store? Through this method only can store. Through this method, if age comes, what will happen? Here logic is there. Logic will not allow. According to logic only stores. So this is the reason variables are private. This is the reason variables are private. If they give public variable, what will happen? Library will change. Java developer written library. So many library methods are there. If they allow public, you will change the values. That is the reason private variables. That is the reason if you open any class, you observe here java.lang.string. In a string class, how many methods are there? How many constructors are there, but are you getting variables? No, because private variables. Variables hidden, it doesn't appear to you, private. Okay, so private variable, every class private variables only will be there. If they give a permission public, you'll change. That is the reason they didn't give a chance to change. How will write, how will access? Throw method. Throw method